What's going on, guys? Noob Ride here. So today we received the new Venom 250cc Ghost Chopper. So my wife already did the pre-inspection of the box. This is going to be my son here. He's going to go ahead and help me kind of show off the bike. I'm not sure if we're going to do a full unboxing today, but we're going to at least take a look at it. So stay tuned. Okay guys, so here's the box the Venom 250 Chopper arrived in. I've only taken a peek in the box to see if there's any noticeable damage. So this is the kind of box that if you do buy one of these motorcycles, it shows up in. It's actually the biggest crate that I've received so far. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to kind of peek in the box and then go ahead and get the box removed. So let's take a look. Here's the bike. It's actually really big. So I did get the red. Venom did a really good job with all this extra padding.
Yeah, it looks pretty good.
Looks safe, right, buddy?
Yep.
So here's the bike.
Super safe.
Okay, so Blake here is going to actually help me take the box off, and we're going to get a better look at the bike. So stay tuned. Okay guys, my son and myself, we got the box off of the crate. So the next thing we're going to want to do is just kind of walk around the bike and do an inspection. You're going to be looking for any damage that could have possibly happened during shipping. So you usually have a few days to report any damage on the bike when you receive it to Venom or Belmont Bikes, and they'll send you free replacement parts. So we're going to kind of walk around and do a quick inspection. I'm probably not going to film that, there's no reason to, but I will let you know if I see any damage, so stay tuned. Okay, so we have most of it unboxed, so what we're going to do is we're going to kind of like look around and see if there's any notable damage. So we already walked it, I don't really see anything. There's a few smudges, but no real damage. You can get a little closer, Blake. And just kind of look at the bike so these guys see how the bike looks when you get it. So right off the bat, even though it's the same brand, this bike is way nicer than the Venom X22R appearance-wise. This is a very nice bike. It is a big bike. To me, it looks like almost like a Yamaha Rebel and I'm sorry, a Honda Rebel, and then the Yamaha 250. I think it's a V-Star. It almost looks like it's kind of a combination of those two bikes. So come over here, Blake. One notable, I guess, slight, I wouldn't say damage, but we do have a scratch here. This can easily buff out. I can actually feel this. This will buff out. Everything else looks pretty good. So what we're gonna, excuse me, what we're gonna do now is we're just gonna kind of walk you around the bike. You see it? So here it is. This is the Venom Ghost Chopper. So a few notable things right off the bat is we'll have to install the handlebars.
Yeah, it's like over here, right?
They're going to go up here. That's where the handlebars. And on over here, this is kind of an interesting thing that I didn't think I was going to have to deal with. But if you look here, the actual shifter is going to have to be installed. So it looks pretty simple. It just kind of connects right here. So, but it's going to have the same engine as the Venom X22R. So we're going to go ahead and start working on it. Okay guys, so I just finished putting the Venom Ghost Chopper together. And this video is pretty dark, unfortunately. It doesn't do it justice. So let's talk about some of the things that I experienced putting this together. So here's the crate it came in. Huge. Let me see if I can get a better position for lighting. That's a little better. So just right off the bat, I'm going to say right now, this bike is bigger than both the 125 and the 250 over there. It doesn't look like it, but it's bigger. This is a big bike. Also, even though it has the same engine, this bike is way louder. This is a nice motorcycle. But yeah, let's talk about some of the things that I encountered as I took the bike out of the crate. I was going to film it, but there's no need. So basically you have to unbolt all this crap, and then there's wires holding the wheels to the actual crates, unscrew that, and then you just roll the bike off. But let's talk about some of the things I had to put together and put on. One of the things was the handlebars. So one thing I didn't expect is I expected both this assembly here and this assembly to be off, but Venom actually includes that on the T-bar. The T-bar is super simple to put together. So basically, you're probably not going to be able to see this, but yeah, you're not going to be able to see. There's a nut here, and then on the other side there's another nut. And all we have to do, they're long, no, sorry, bolts. They're bolts. They're these long bolts. You just thread them on. Probably no reason to Loctite it. What's another thing I had to put on? I think that was it, honestly. Oh, the mirrors. And these are way more secure than the both of these bikes. So I actually replaced the mirrors on my 125, and I'm going to replace them on the 250. And now I'm kind of interested. Are these going to vibrate? I don't think so. These seem a lot more sturdier than the other motorcycles. So it's almost like a wine or candy red. So what you're seeing is exactly how it looks. This is metal. This, unfortunately, is a plastic. So this can get scratched up real easily. So you gotta be careful. This is plastic too, but it's a hard plastic. It's not like a cheapo plastic. Okay. Dual shocks on the rear. Very, very thick. Very thick front forks. So got some plastic here I'll have to take off later. Relatively high quality spokes, front disc, and I believe it's a rear disc. Twin exhaust, and it's loud, so we're going to start that up in a minute. One thing I did notice is I don't believe these are LED lights. Unfortunately, they're halogen, but I like them. It's retro, it's really nice. These are really bright right here. These look really good. So sitting on the bike, it has probably about I would say like a 28-inch seat height. So real high quality looking. This almost reminds me of a, like I said, like a Honda Rebel or a Yamaha 250. So anyway, one of the things I'm going to work on changing, I got to talk to Venom and see if it's possible, is I keep hearing this is in, instead of, I know how it says miles/hour, it's apparently kilometers an hour. So I'm probably going to get a digital one. If I can't get a digital, I'm going to see if I can get a better quality. But it looks really nice. It's loose, but you can tighten that up, so it's not a big deal. So I'll tighten that up later. All these are really tight. Everything here feels good. You have decent, very, very nice grips. So let's start the bike. Where did I put the keys? So you'll get a better video once I actually get a little bit more experience on the bike. Stand by. I had to adjust the carb a little bit. So when you do get your bike, you might have to play with it a little bit because I'm still kind of playing with it. So for some reason it was like this right here is very loose. So that's going to have to be played with. But let's see if, sorry, I got to get a good grip. Let's see if, I had one issue where this lights up too. It's really nice. It has the plastic still on it. I'm going to work off getting that off later. Anyway, basically the clutch was being utilized when I first started the bike, so I had to kind of mess with it. Now it's probably because this part here is loose or something, but let's go ahead and start it and see if it does the same thing. Anyway, this is how the bike sounds. I'm actually really digging this cluster. I might even keep it. Here's the lights. Relatively bright, to be honest with you. I was going to change it out, but now I'm kind of going against it. It's a really nice bike. This is a super nice bike. So anyway, guys, I'll give you one more walk around with the bike running. Here's the rear of it. I still got to make sure all my nuts and bolts are secure. Here's the twin exhaust. It's hard to see, but it's there. It's dark, like I said. My But just stay tuned, like, subscribe. A lot of people want to see how this bike runs. I'm going to tell you right now, this is the best bike I've seen so far. Appearance-wise, okay? Appearance-wise, this is the best looking bike. Second would be the 250, third would be the 125. I still think the 125 runs way smoother, in my opinion, than the 250, even though it's a lot quicker. I'm really interested to see how this works. So stay tuned, like, subscribe, and more videos coming up. Thanks, guys.